What's up, everyone? Joshua Loya, aka Joshua the Jedi, the aspiring servant warrior. How are you? How are you this fine Monday afternoon? Hopefully nobody overdid it too much on St. Patrick's Day. I'm sure if you were smart and you decided to be a little bit Irish, you did it on Saturday, so you had a day to recover. Not that I'm advocating excessive alcohol usage. I'm not. You are your own person. You can make your own decision. So in any case, what am I going to talk about today? Well, if you look at the title of this live video, you'll find out. So it says, "You've changed." Now, this was kind of brought on by a comment that was made to me on my Instagram video that I put up earlier today. That I also posted to Facebook because, by the way, in case you didn't know, they're owned by the same company. So if you think you're going to get away from Facebook by switching to Instagram, yeah, not so much. But here's the thing. My common sign-off has been for a while now on all of my videos and kind of intermittently posted podcasts, Facebook Lives, etc., has been, adventure is a state of mind. God bless you, and I love you all. And that is still true. I love everyone who takes the time to check out what I'm doing. I appreciate that. That's meaningful for me. And I love anybody who's trying to better themselves, who's trying to improve the quality of life for either themselves or others or both. I also realize that while my faith is extremely important to me, that not everybody shares that. And some of my most favorite people are 100% atheists that have zero belief in God. And, they're extremely respectful of my religious persuasion, for lack of a better description. But, if I had a message to share with anybody about experiencing life, the value of gratitude, the value of adventure, of doing scary and hard stuff on purpose, all of it, even the service and the lack of judgmentalism that are huge, and then just finding humor in things, and I don't want the words I use to alienate somebody from the message that they just heard me speak. If I talk about like this really cool thing I learned in jiu-jitsu, or this principle we're teaching at Guardian Quest Martial Arts and Guardian Kempo and the related programs there, I don't want somebody to be all excited about that and then immediately have a sour taste in their mouth at the end of the video because I said God bless you. Now, I will not apologize for my faith, but what I think I have decided to do is to really consider my audience. Just because I believe it doesn't mean that you should feel pressured to hold to my perspective. Now, some people are going to say, "Well, wait, but you're changing. You're ashamed of the gospel. You're ashamed of Jesus, and so God's going to be ashamed of you." Well, if you want to think that, go right ahead. But the way I see it is this, man. My particular ministry, if you're going to put a ministry in my lap and tell me what I'm called by God to do, first off, that's between me and God. So unless you have some sort of transcript or audio recording of your phone call with God, or your Skype call, or you have video evidence of what God has told you, I know what God's told me, and I'm not about to sit here and have you tell me what my relationship with God's supposed to be. Not going to happen, period. We can debate theology, we can debate moral issues within a religious or Christian context, but because I hold to some controversial views, ask me about them privately, for at least for right now. Might be more forthcoming in the future about some of them. But the point is, man, my relationship with God is mine. And I am also more along the lines of somebody who just assumes treat people like real people, whether they think I'm a complete kook for believing in God or whether they're on board with some of this. And what's more important for me, and going back to the thing I said, if you were going to give me a ministry and use that particular Christian verbiage, that even still, I don't know, maybe I've just been abused and hurt by other people who self-identify as Christians, that I tend not to like to use Christianese. But here's the thing: if I had a ministry, I would say my calling in life is to help soften the soil. You guys all heard the parable of, at least some of you have, the parable of, you got the rocky soil, and the hard-packed soil, and the soil with weeds in it and thorns, and then you have that one, of 4 types of soil that was mentioned. That's the soil that's tilled, that's fertile, that's ready to take that seed planted. And if you're going to use biblical imagery, I think my job is to help soften the soil, man. And to pull away from just the Christian side of things, is to help remove the cynicism that isn't helpful. I love comedy. I love making sarcastic jokes about stuff. I love everybody from Bert Kreischer and Joe Rogan and Tom Segura and all those guys to John Mulaney and Jim Gaffigan and Brian Regan. I love every range, Maria Bamford and a bunch of different people that have a whole range. Some are kind of naughty and some are a little bit more family friendly. But as far as as far as having so much cynicism that you can't enjoy life, I'm not about that. And if I can help people to enjoy more of life, then I feel like I'm doing my job. Whether I'm training and helping my brothers and sisters, and when I'm just on a peer-to-peer training level, whether I'm helping my students and giving them some tools for life, either for self-defense or fitness, or for just for life in general, or my job is not to shove the Bible down your throat. My job is not to shove a particular philosophy down your throat or to make sure that you agree with me. I believe if I had any job, is to help you just soften up your cynicism just a little bit. Open up that joy. Make yourself easy to please so that you can experience all the cool stuff that life has to offer. And if I'm going to change, I'm going to try to change for the better. I try to be more authentic and more sincerely myself, and also not to create a barrier for people who might otherwise be stoked on what I have to share. So, yes, I love all of you. Yes, God bless all of you. And I'm absolutely stoked on Jesus and all of that, but I am not going to shove the Bible down your throat. That's not my policy, not my strategy, not the way I live my life, or at least the way I attempt to. So, I love you whether you're an atheist, whether you're a Buddhist, whether you're a Satanist, whether you're a Wiccan, whatever. I don't care. I'm stoked on the support and the love that I get from you. I just want you to have more of life. And, we can talk about the specifics some other time if that's of your choosing. But, I just want people to have more life and not to put that sour taste in their mouth because a bunch of boneheads have tarnished the name and indicated that you have to check your brain at the door when it comes time to having any kind of spiritual belief. So that's just a little thing that comes up. So whether I get a comment on Instagram or a text message or or anything, I'm probably just kind of start slowly answering questions. I get some, not all from Republic, and I'm not going to tell you who it was that commented, but it's just a thing that I want to mention. I'm going to check the comments here real quick because we're about ready to go teach class at Guiding Quest Martial Arts. Let me check, see if we got any real quick. What's up, Jennifer? How are you? David George. Paul Webb. Man, Paul Webb is by far one of the coolest martial artists I've ever met. I mean that, bottom of my heart. Not just because you're famous with the martial arts community, but you are a class act, my friend. I would love to hear you talk story any day. Renee, how are you? Yep, I think I got all there. No comments here, but like I've said before, Facebook Live is a little strange, so sometimes I miss things. I'll try to hit up comments on the other side. But love your support. If you want to go check out what I'm doing, joshuathejedi.com, and click on the how you can help link, and I would absolutely love to have your support either way. And if you don't want to offer any financial support, just be kind to somebody. Pay it forward. If somebody's loved you, love somebody else back, or love them back. And what I said this morning, I'm going to just change it up now, and this is probably my sign off for a little while. But I said on the Instagram post this morning, and I believe it strongly. Adventure is a state of mind. How you live it is up to you. All right. God bless you. Ha! I said it.